So, welcome to this meeting. What we're going to do is go through all the information we can for you to tell you what's happening and what to expect.
欢迎大家参加此次会议。那么接下来呢，会跟大家来分享一下学校这方面得到的信息，想要跟大家一起分享。
At this time, just one moment, sorry. At this time, we are waiting for the Education Authority confirmation on the date on which we will be able to resume our A2 classes.
那么至今呢，我们还在等待教育局那边给我们正式的官方的通知，关于我们A2 的学生正式开学的日期是在什么时候？还在等政府的通知。
From the time at which we get this confirmation, we will need 2 to 3 days to make our final preparations.
如果我们接到政府的通知的话，我们校方是需要2至3天的准备的时间来做这个开学的准备。
Which includes all staff having a test.
那么其中呢，也会包括我们所有的职员必须接受这个核酸的检测。
So I don't expect now it can be Monday.
所以我们在下周一应该正常的开学的。
But I do believe and hope it will be during next week.
老爸刚刚刚刚说那个什么开学。
那我希望就是在下一周的某一天，我们可以正式复课。
你把这个东西放出来，怎么听得见啊？
是不是会搞一个全员静音呢？就是谁是 host， 就直接把所有人都静音一下。
Don't allow them to unmute.
Or maybe someone's newcomer.
Okay, we are hoping to get through all we have to go through and then have time for questions at the end.
我们希望可以为大家涵盖就是所有校方需要跟大家分享的信息，然后可以留一点时间给大家提问。
So at the moment, all of the students, they've been going through the online lessons. Our students are ready to do the final assessment.
过去几个月，我们校方一直提供网络的课程，然后呢，也为学生准备好接下来的最后的测评。
We will give you the details of that later, but the students are ready for that. We will bring them back in, we will do the last lessons, then run the assessments, and then we have a program for them after the assessments to take them up until the end of semester.
详细的情况稍后会做详细的说明，然后我相信我们学生其实已经在上了这1-2个月的网课以来已经做好了准备，然后呢，我们在学生回来的时候呢，我们会有一个最后一堂课给大家再重申一下这个评测的一些内容，所以学生们可以不用担心。
I'm now going to pass you across for further details of what will happen about opening.
所以我会下面就讲述在我们学校开学的时候，我们具体的一些安排。
Okay, so as you can see here, there are a few things that we need to make sure happen before we bring students onto campus.
在上面你可以看到，在校方正式开学复课之前，我们有些工作是必须提前准备好的。
One of the questions I have been receiving from parents is about dormitory bedding. If you have a child in the dormitory and you would like to collect their bedding for cleaning, please contact your child's dormitory teacher, and the dormitory teacher will arrange the bedding to be placed in a bag located at the front gate, and you can collect it from the front gate on Thursday and on Friday this week.
那么对于之前住宿生来说，如果对一些床上用品需要进行清洁的话呢，请及时联系你们楼层的宿管老师，然后由楼层宿管老师来负责打包好，然后呢就放在我们的前门。所以你们必须尽快的联系宿管老师，然后这项工作会在这周四和这周五完成。
As well as testing of staff, we also need to collect the health declaration forms, a copy of which is I've just put to the right of the slide.
OK， 那么除了我们老师们需要做在开学前要接受这个核酸检测之外呢，我们也要求学生去完成这个健康的一个表格。
An email will be sent to all students and parents 3 days before school opens, and with further details about how to complete the form and how to submit the form.
那么在确定开学的日期之前3天呢，我们会把这个表格发送给每个学生跟家长，然后上面会显示详细的说明是如何填写并且递交这个表格。
And 24 hours before we open for students, we will need to suspend lessons so that the campus can be prepared by staff so that we're ready to welcome the students back.
那么在知道我们正式可以开学复课的时候呢，我们前一天的工作课程呢会暂停，因为我们需要时间让我们的老师还有我们学校做好万全的准备。
Please can you take note, on the first day back, we will not be running a normal timetable. We need to do temperature checks. There may be other forms that we need to collect in, and we also need to go through some routines with students. So you can see here, because we will be having to do temperature checks for all students when they enter the campus, the gates will open from 8:40. If you arrive before 8:40, you will not be allowed on campus.
那么在开学的第一天呢，我们是没办法举行正常的课程的安排的，我们需要在有很多工作需要进行，例如我们要测量体温，还有一些表格要完成，然后也要跟学生讲解一下未来开学的日期要怎么安排。所以如果学生是，所以我们的前门的那个通行的时间是从8:40到9:30之间。那如果你是提前到的话，是没办法进入校园的，所以要在这个区间来安排时间来进学校。
The gates will remain open until 9:30, and then at 9:30 the gates will close.
那么前门呢会一直开放到9:30，那么9:30之后呢就会关闭。
So students need to make sure that they arrive between that time period.
所以学生们要确保是在这个区间来到达校园。
At 10 o'clock there is a student assembly.
在10点钟呢会有一个集会。
And then academic classes will begin.
集会之后呢就会正式开始课堂的安排。
Lunch boxes will be provided. The canteen is not doing full service.
午餐的话，我们会餐厅会提供午餐盒的服务。
And at 4:30 the campus is closed. Dormitory.
但是呢，所有的课程结束，校园会关闭，所以所有的走读生呢必须离开学校，所有的住宿生必须返回到宿舍去。
This is to ensure that we have enough time to do our disinfection, our ventilation, and our other procedures as directed by the educational authorities.
那么这样是确保校方有足够的时间去进行消毒通风的工作，那这也是教育局要求的。
So this timetable applies for whatever notification you get of the first day back on campus.
所以这是关于我们第一天开学复课所有的安排。
Just 4 points that I'd like all students to take a note of whilst you're on campus. Regardless of what the local authorities are saying, we require all students to wear a mask during the day. and that is at all times. Of course, when you're eating, you're unable to wear a mask, but other than eating, please wear a mask at all times.
那么有几点注意的事项是校方要求的，例如我们这个口罩是全天候需要佩戴的，除了你吃饭的时候你可以摘下来。
The classrooms in the dormitory are currently and will be on a regular disinfection and ventilation routine.
那么在教室还有宿舍这边呢，也会进行一个常规的一个消毒，还有清洁。
However, if you are concerned about moving from one classroom to another and sitting at a desk, we will provide disinfectant and cloths in all classrooms. Students are able to clean the chair, clean the desk if they wish before sitting down and attending that lesson.
那么在上课过程中，学生要更换课室或更换课桌，我们也会在每个教室配备消毒的一些用具，那么学生可以自行的去进行一些消毒。
Due to safety reasons for the chemicals, in the dormitory, extra bottles will be kept in the dormitory's teachers' rooms, and students will be able to go and collect it to clean their spaces whenever they want to.
那么在宿舍里面呢，宿管呢也会有配备相关的消毒的用具，那么宿舍呢也可以如果觉得需要的话，也可以去跟宿管老师拿，然后进行一些消毒清洁。
Please note that until further notice, there are no food deliveries on campus.
还有一点要注意的是，校方是不允许外卖的一些安排。
The questions at the end, somebody was putting their hand up. So please say questions until the end.
那么明白，现在应该还有一些问题想要提问的，那等我们把整个汇报结束之后，会留点时间来给大家，如果有疑问的话，可以现场提问。
The lunch boxes that the canteen are preparing, we have been eating them at the moment. They're very good. They've been doing a very good job. However, they must be pre-ordered 24 hours before, because the canteen are preparing lunch boxes only on an order by order basis. So if you don't pre-order, you're not going to be able to get your preferred meal option.
那么现在我们在校的老师呢，也是吃那个饭堂所提供的饭盒的，那其实味道也还不错。所以在开学的时候呢，所有的饭盒这些都是需要提前预定的。如果你没有提前预定的话，你就没办法拿到自己所选择的一个喜欢的一些口味的饭盒。
During this period, to cut down on the amount of students in the canteens, you may take your lunch boxes, or if you've brought food from home, to the second and third floor classrooms.
因为需要一个安全的距离，然后鉴于我们学生的人数的话，我们会建议学生在午餐的时间是在第2楼跟第3楼的课室进行就餐。
So just a quick final slide from me on the dormitory. It will open at 8:40 on day 1, which is the same time that we open the gates. So from 8:40, you will be able to come in, take your belongings, and then you're not needed until 10 a.m.
那么这下面是讲述一些住宿生的一些安排。那么在我们第一天开学的时候呢，我们宿舍也是在8点40的时间开放，然后同学们呢，住宿生呢可以拿着自己的行李来到住宿这边，然后来准备自己的寝室。
Please take a note of the dormitory hours. It has changed, and it's changed because of the need to disinfect both the dormitory and the campus classrooms and campus areas. So between 8 a.m. and 3 p.m, the dormitory is closed.
下面是讲一些宿舍的一个时间的安排。那么从8点到下午3点呢，宿舍是关闭的状态，因为我们校方是需要进行消毒，还有一些通风的工作的。
From 3 p.m, the dormitory will be open, and students are encouraged to go back to the dormitory to rest or quiet study.
那么3点后呢，宿舍会再次开放，我们也鼓励学生尽量的回到自己的宿舍去进行一个学习。
Please remember that at 4:30 the campus will be cleared, which means from 4:30 to 5:30 all students are in the dormitory.
请注意的是，因为教室在4点30就要关闭了，所以对于住宿生来说，他们4点30到5点30之间是一定要在宿舍的。
During this 1 hour period, the dormitory teachers will be doing the 3rd temperature check of the day.
在这段时间，宿管老师会进行一次体温的测试。
Between 5:30 and 7 is time for dinner, and students will be allowed on the ground floor. They may stay in the dormitory, but of course they cannot eat in the dormitory. And then at 7 o'clock, evening study starts.
那么在5点半到7点这个时间呢，住宿生的晚餐的时间。那同学们可以在我们的1楼的平台进行就餐，也可以待在宿舍。那当然呢，宿舍是不能吃东西的。
You will have new evening study rooms, and they will be sent out to you to confirm the day before we open.
7点以后呢是住宿生的晚自习时间，那么会安排新的一个自习室。那到时候在开学的前一天，我们会发具体的通知。
But we are hoping to put all A2 dormitory students in 109 and 110 for evening study.
所有 A2 的住宿生，我们建议他们都是在109、110课室进行学习。
I'll pass you over to the academic deputy principal.
Okay, I hope you can hear me all. To begin with, first of all, as soon as we come back to the campus, we plan to have our internal tests.
下面是我们马丁副院长给大家讲解一下开学后的一些学术方面的安排。那么在开学后呢，我们会尽快安排对 A12 的学生进行一个评测。
We obviously need the time to ensure that we fairly moderate the tests by departments, either sharing the one question each so that they can moderate the test and make sure that they are all fairly marked.
那么测评之后呢，我们也要确保足够的时间，让老师们进行一个合理的一个评分的时间。
We're going to be using the internal test data to give us some more information from what we already have, so that students that have been working hard get a chance to show us give us some evidence that they've improved their level.
那么基于现在学生我们所掌握的学生一些成绩的情况，那么这最后一个测评呢，也是相当于给一直努力的学生一个最后的机会，去展示他们学习的一些成果。
We've made the statement that we will not penalize absence from the tests.
我们已经之前说过，就是如果学生缺席这些测评的话，我们不会去惩罚，有任何惩罚的措施。
And each different department should be providing some clear information about the content of the internal test.
那么每个部门呢，都会向每个学生说明具体的评测的一些内容。
Okay, so that's for that information. Now, those tests, as well as other information of what we're going to be using for the external grades to give to the exam board.
那么关于我们这些校外的一些考试中心，我们是怎么去跟他们来合作，并且提供学生的一些成绩证明。
We're currently still in the stage where we are gathering all of the information that we need. For example, the test scores that we're going to be given and various data from various different departments and areas of the school.
那目前阶段呢，学校一直还是在整合所有部门所提供的一些信息，还有一些学生的一些成绩的一些表现的资料。
We're probably going to be making the decisions around mid-May, when we'll be doing the final calculation of the grades and working out what grades we should give to Cambridge.
那么时间点大概就是在5月中旬，我们会把所有的信息，包括我们最后评测所得的结果综合起来，来看怎么给到这些考试局关于学生的一些成绩的一些状况。
And it's important for us to say that we cannot tell you what those grades will be.
还有一点很重要的是，想要跟大家讲，就是我们所为考试局提供的这些成绩呢，我们是不会公开给学生跟家长的。
We will be able to say clearly, however, that for A2 students, we do have the strong evidence of your AS grades that we can use.
有一点需要跟大家说明，就是成绩，就是对于 A2 的学生来说，我们是有那个 AS 的成绩Scie A2 的成绩作为一个很强有力的证明，来为大家提供到考试局去的。
And we're still waiting for some further information about rankings and how we would do that. So we still have to make several different judgments about how we will do the final grades for Cambridge and the other exam boards.
我们还在等相关的信息，关于这些排名要怎么进行的，所以我们这边也会确保就是能整合所有的信息，然后为大家提供比较好的一个方案。
Okay. Did you want to say anything else?
Yes. To add to that, I know that the grades we send is one of the biggest concerns many of our students have. For A2 students, as Mr. Cole says, we have your AS grades. We have, for many of you, you made improvements end of semester, which could raise the grade. We have this last assessment coming, which can again improve the grade. Each of these steps is to give you, the students, a chance to make improvement. So you won't get a lower result from these tests.
那么我知道这些分数是大家最关心的一个问题。那么对于 A2 学生来说，其实你们已经有很多的一个机会去展示自己的成绩还有能力。例如我们有你们的 AS 的成绩，还有我们上一个学年的期末的成绩，还有我们最后会安排一个评测所得到的成绩，这些都是一些机会让 A2 的学生展示自己的学习能力。那基于我们现在所目前拿到的一些成绩还有资料，是绝对不会低于目前小孩所得到的一些成绩的反馈的，所以会取最好的成绩。
I know that some of you, your performance before has been very good. As we said, we will not penalize you if you are not able to do well in these assessments that are coming. We won't be penalizing absence from them. So some of you are already quite comfortable and happy. This is the chance for those who need to make grades for their offers.
我知道有些学生一直以来都非常努力，然后得到非常好的成绩，所以如果这些学生他如果缺席这些最后的评测，其实我学校也不会有任何惩罚的措施。这些最后的评测这个机会呢，是给那些还要继续冲刺，还要继续展示自己更厉害的一个学习成果的学生而准备的。
I think that covers all that we can say on that. Or we could ask for hands raised.
Does anybody have any questions?
现在是提问的环节，如果大家有问题的话，可以示意。
Well, there's a question I can see on the chat talking about the May holiday.
The coming May holiday, we have May 1st, which is a Friday, and then Saturday, Sunday is the holiday. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday is a holiday.
那么5·1假期的安排，学校是放5月1号以及接下来的周六周日，所以是只有周五、周六、周日这3天的放假时间。
I think yeah. If anyone has a question, please ask now. Preferably not in the chat. I've seen about can students leave the building during lesson time. We don't know yet. It depends on when we get our official notification of opening, what that means. Some schools have been told that they need to keep students within the walls from the start of the day until the end of the day. We are hoping that we will not have to do that. But at this point in time, we cannot give a firm answer.
那么刚刚有问题提到说，在上课期间是否可以离开校园？那么丽莎院长这边提出的答复是，这也要看教育局给我们开学通知的时候有没有明确列明这项事情。那么对于有些学生来说，他可能需要把所有学生都只能在校园里从开学只能让学生在一个校园里在一个固定的时间。直到课程结束，所以这点的话是没办法得出一个准确的回复。但是我们也希望说，在非上课时间，如果学生没有课的话，他应该希望他也可以离开校园。
David's asked if we have a concrete date for reopening. The answer to that is no.
我们没有确切的一个开学复课的时间。
George has asked if we would be using the mock information for our predictions, our information for Cambridge, and the answer to that is no, it was not done under controlled conditions.
有学生问是否会拿模拟考试的一些成绩结果用于这个成绩的预测，那么马丁院长这边回复说是不会的，因为在模拟考试时间我们没办法很管控整个考试的情况，所以我们不会用到那模拟考试的成绩。
So just to reinforce, A2s, we are hoping to allow you to come and go. That's what we hope, but we may not be allowed, but we will let you know as soon as we know.
I didn't miss the opening day.
No, the answer is no opening day.
Yeah, I didn't.
She means can the A2 students
have fingerprint privileges
come into campus, go home when they haven't?
OK. 那么有学生问，因为 A2 学生有那个指纹自由的离开学校，那这个规则，因为在疫情期间的话，我们校方也不一定能确定这个是否能够正常的运作，因为也要看教育局那边给我们的通知是否说一定要把所有学生关在校园里直到课程结束，还是说他们也可以自由进出。那这一点的话，我们还是等待教育局的通知。
Question: Can we bring food from home? The answer is yes.
学生们是可以带饭盒进校的，就是拿爸爸妈妈做的饭也是可以的，不一定要吃餐厅的午餐盒。I think it's not clear.
Yeah, we could as close as we can. Do we need to mention about the life skills sessions?
I can't give any. Sorry, Jack's asked about the final grade. Right now, Jack, I can't give any information about what that will be. But yeah, but we will not give a lower grade than your AS result.
Clifford has asked a question. This one.
Before institution will not intend to have to be quarantined before entering the
the quarantine is based on the government instruction. So 我回答这个问题吧，就是有关是外地生到校隔离的，目前好像对这个需要隔离措施的只有武汉和湖北。我们现在已经没有学生在武汉了，目前只有2位学生在湖北。如果政府是规定怎么要求的话，那就按照政府的规定来要求。其他学生目前是没有旅行限制的。
Hugo's question.
Hugo's question. Hugo's question is about, does A-level maths CAE grade contribute to the further maths? We will use what evidence we have to give the best grade we can. Will the A2 class still follow the syllabus? As I said at the beginning, we'll bring you back in, we'll have last lessons with your teachers, we'll run the assessments, and then after those assessments, the remaining weeks, because you will have learned all the syllabus, so we will run a program of study for preparing you for life in overseas universities.
对于 A2 的学生来说，等我们正式能够开学复课的时候，会有一节最后一堂课，就讲明这个最后的评测的一些内容还有规则。然后当 A2 学生参加完这个评测之后呢，学校会安排一个关于对一些大学准备的一些培训的项目给到大家来希望可以提前为大家准备好一些大学生活所必须的一些知识。所以那是
Lisa, do you want to answer about will life skills class require daily attendance?
I don't believe that life skills is going to be run every day, and I don't believe it's going to be run from 8 till 4:30. There will be sessions, there will be workshops, there will be lessons which you will feel are really applicable to where you're going and what you're doing. And those will be really important for you to attend because it's giving you a level of preparation that previous year's A2 students weren't able to access because we didn't have time.
这个 Life Skill Program 呢，其实可能并不会说是每天都举行的，我们会有各种方式来进行举办，例如这个 workshop 的形式，还有其他等等的形式。那么这个是非常难得的机会，因为我们之前给A2的学生并没有准备这样的一个学习的机会，让大家了解并且深刻的知道就是未来大学的生活，所以这些课程都会是非常有实用性的，也是非常好的，所以并不一定说是每天都需要来学校参加的一个课程。
This life skills program is an opportunity after we finish the last of your assessments to help you be prepared for when you go to university. However, we do realize that some of you have been very stressed over the last weeks. So I will repeat what I said earlier. We will not penalize anyone for non-attendance. If they don't attend the life skills, we will not be penalizing them.
OK， 正如刚刚 Lisa 还有 Neil 所说，那其实这个 Life Skill Program 也是给大家准备好的一个机会，来了解大学生活是怎么样的。那也了解到前几个月大家都比较压力比较大，所以如果鉴于每个人的情况不一样，如果他没办法参加这个 Life Skill Program 的话，其实学校也不会采取任何惩罚的措施。
Just to reinforce on everything from this semester, we are recording your attendance, but we're not reporting your attendance. So that means that for our records, we know who is in class and who. We are not putting any of our sanctions in place for students who do not attend.
那么还要强调一下，就是我们只是会记录学生的一个考勤的情况，但是我们不会把它作为一个报告的形式去做其他任何的随后的一些措施，所以大家不用担心。
Okay, so asking not giving a lower grade than AS, I think that's very clear. Your AS result was done under controlled conditions. It was marked correctly by Cambridge. It's very good evidence of your level or grade that we can use, and Cambridge have told us we can use it as evidence for your predicted grade for this year.
对 A2 学生来说 ，AS 的成绩是一个标准化的考试，也是 Scie A2 所认可的考试成绩，所以我们会用到这边当做是提供的一个证据给到考试局那边，所以不会低于这个成绩。
Before that, I noticed someone was asking about whether you get percentage uniform marks on the certificates, A-level certificates. The ones that you keep and you use in the future, it only ever shows a grade. It does not show the PUM. So it is only grades that you will be receiving. The certificates only show the grade, the letter grade.
那个国际考试的成绩只会显示等级 A、B、C、D， 它不会显示具体的 PUM 的成绩还有分数。
Sophia 问这个就是就住校的本地住校生可否不住校，每天往返于学校？宿舍是给所有住校生开放的，如果自己选择不住，是可以的，是你们自己选择的事儿。
No. Simon's asked about notifying for internal exams. Again, Simon, we won't penalise a lack of attendance. So if you're not able to turn up, then you're not able to turn up. You don't need to tell us, but you will, of course, get a place, a seating plan, just like a normal exam. However, if you don't arrive, EAO aren't going to call you up and tell you that you're missing the exam.
那么就刚刚所说的，最后评测其实是大家自愿，就是如果你不参加的话，我们也不会采取任何惩罚措施 ，EAO 也不会说打电话通知你要赶过来，然后这行为也不会说要通报给校方，或者是有任何的一些惩罚的措施。
I'm just reading a question here, which said from Sheena. For A2 students who aren't planning to take the internals, are they compelled to attend classes? It's the same answer that we've repeated again and again and again. I'm hoping that as a young adult, you have discussed this with your parents, have made a decision as a family, and therefore they know the decision that you are making, whether you intend to come to school or not. We are providing tests, classes, workshops for you. It is your choice, it is your family's choice as to whether or not that is something that you feel is important. But I would reinforce, as a young adult, you discuss it with your parents.
那对于刚刚所的提问说，那如果不参加这个评测，是不是一定要来学校或一定要参与学校的一些活动？那么 Lisa 的回复就是说，作为一个成年人吧，然后你们是需要跟家长这边沟通好，就是任何你们的选择，任何你们的意愿，都是你们家庭沟通达成一致的情况下，然后是你们自愿的行为。就学校这边也不会强制说会有什么惩罚的一些措施。
There's a question about predicted grades that were predicted for university. Some of you worried that you haven't yet reached that level of that grade. This is why we have the last assessment for you, so that you can have that chance to demonstrate you can reach that higher level.
那么也看到有些学生担心他的一些预估成绩可能现在的这个成绩感觉是没办法达到大学录取的一些条件的，这也是为什么校方安排这个最后一次评测，来让你们有最后一次机会展示你们是可以达到大学录取的这些条件的。
For the answer to the students, some American require a final transcript. Because Cambridge will be providing you with an A-level grade, that A-level grade will be used to produce a GPA as normal, and that will produce your final transcript as normal.
那么有些学生担心升美的时候，校方是要求最后的一个成绩单有 GPA 的成绩单，那么也是像以往一样的，剑桥那边也会提供最后的 A-level 的成绩，然后也会把这个成绩，校方也会把这个成绩也是并入到最后那年的那个成绩单里面，也是照常的会有一个最后那一年的成绩单，然后发送给美国大学那边。
Now, people are asking, will your final grade not be low? We have to say that again. I have to say that your AS result is strong evidence for your assessment and your result. So we can't have it lower than that. And Cambridge have told us in their documentation that we can use that grade. However, AS does not have an A star. So that's still going to be something that we're going to be giving to Cambridge, our suggestions for the A star grades. Now, whether they change anything, that's up to them.
那么就像之前所说的 ，AS 的成绩是一个非常强而有力的证据来展示学生的一个成绩的结果。那么因为 AS 跟 A-level 的评分系统有点不一样，我们没有 A star 在 AS 的成绩上，所以剑桥那边它是什么去进行这个排名去调整的，我们是没办法去左右的。但是学校这边给的成绩一定不会低于这个 AS 的 result。
One more thing. You've mentioned retake results. If a retake is being done in the school, we would provide a suggested predicted grade for Cambridge. The school will just send the suggested results to Cambridge, but we have to keep the evidence, as it says in their literature and material. So if they ask us for confirmation, we can provide evidence.
For retake,
For retake, we will provide a
if
grade.
student had been choosing to retake the AS component with the A2, we have the record of that, so we will we will take that into account. So if they
retake in November.
No. Well, if
mean
they've
the
told us about a November, but
November.
if they were choosing to do AS and A2 this summer, so an AS retake and A2 papers, we know this, so we will consider it in the evidence.
当时的模考成绩不算，当时家里的模考成绩不算。
If you can try that.
刚刚是有家长和学生问到，有些学生他想要重考 AS 或者是 A-level， 那我们现在这边的安排就是，只要你在之前有注册过 Scie 或者是 Excel 的今年6月份国际考的考试的话，那你就可以参加校内的这个考试，我们会把最终的结果作为你提交给考试局的预测成绩的一部分证明。
And to let you know, there's more questions about A-star grades. Obviously, if your AS result was incredibly high, up in the 90s, there is the evidence that we can show, along with anything else that you've done that's up in the 90s, to show for predicting towards A-stars.
有学生问 A star 这个怎么可以得来？那对于有些学生来说，他 AS 的成绩足够非常的好，那么我们也可以综合到他其他的一些表现，也会预估到这个成绩，也可以提供给大学教育局那边考试局那边。
And on this whole topic, our school because our results have been consistently incredibly good every single year before now, they will understand why we are producing great results this year as well. So it's actually to our benefit how our students have performed in the past.
那么鉴于我们校方的表现一直都是非常的优异的，那么呢，剑桥那边也会明白为什么我们那么多小学生会拿到这么好的成绩，这也是对我们来说是一个优势。
Students are still asking about the dormitory. Alison already spoke about the dormitory, and so and she answered in Chinese, so I'm not sure what she said, but she already said it. So, Alison, can you just repeat one more time what you said about the dormitory?
哦，我看有个学生又问这个住宿的。住宿我是刚才已经说了，这次再重复一遍，宿舍将给全体的住校生开放，但是是否住，因为刚才那个学生问的是我是本地的，我可否不来住宿，那是学生自己的决定。
Shall I take that one?
Well, it's the same. For further maths, it's the same. Whilst we don't have further maths AS grades for students doing it in 1 year, you were selected. We do know what results people would get year on year, and we do have evidence from internal tests that we can use to suggest the grade that you would get. Obviously, we would be making sure that the numbers of A stars, A's, and so on were suitable for a cohort of your quality.
让我回答。我看还有个学生问这个，就是开学以后5·1劳动节，住宿生可否不回家，留在那个学校里？这个是完全可以的，没问题。
我们呢继续讲马丁刚刚回答的马丁院长刚刚回答的问题，关于进阶数学，我们学习进阶数学的学生并没有参加 AS 的考试，就没有相应的 AS 成绩，但是根据院长的答复是根据我们校方一直以来的一个历史还有数据，加上现在学生我们所提供的一些校内的一些评测，还有相关的一些信息资料，会给到学生一个相对公平的一个成绩，也会根据A 年级或者 A 等级或 A star 等级的比例来进行一个协调。
Okay, there was a question, somebody asking if they had a bad end of semester 1 result. No, what we've said is your AS result is the first piece of evidence. We know that some of you did not perform well in the first semester this year. Your end of semester result was lower than you were capable of, maybe because you were away for interviews. So we understand that sometimes your end of semester result would have been lower. We will not penalize you for it. We are not trying to reduce your grades. We're trying to find evidence to increase them.
刚刚有些学生担心他的期末考试成绩特别差，会影响他的一个预估分。那么院长也是在这边再次强调，就是说，首先我们有你的 AS 的成绩作为一个强而有力的证据证明。那也明白在EOS 的时候，你们可能因为这样那样的原因，可能是因为要去面试等等，得到的结果并没有很好的反映你们的真实的水平。但我们学校不会因为此而来低估你们的能力，我们也是用尽所有的方式还有途径来找到能够提高你们的一些成绩的表现的一个证据，来去证明大家的成绩。
Okay, I think this is a good point to kind of wrap it up because we have another meeting now. To finish off, we will send you information which includes aspects of this PowerPoint when we have a firm return date.
Send the PowerPoint ready.
We will send you information, including the items from this PowerPoint, when we have a firm return date.
在校方接到正式的教育局正式通知开学复课的时候，我们会把这些我们刚刚讨论的一些资料，还有一些信息，会再发给学生们。
We are always available. Julian, your head of A2 is available, Martin is available, and I am available to answer questions, or if you have a quick phone call, to call us in our office. However,
那么对于大家如果有任何问题，像Julian我们的 A2 年级长，还有所有的院长都是一直在学校这边待命的上班的，所以如果有任何问题，你们可以随时用邮件或电话的方式联系我们。
However, please don't flood us with the same questions that we've answered today, as in, we don't know when there is a return yet.
Can I answer this question about the returning date?
Yeah.
我想大家都听到好多信息，有时候这个学校27号学生返校，这个学校做什么准备？其实现在目前教育局都在做第2轮的检测，我们也做了第1轮的检测，然后第2轮的检测，具体哪个学校哪天复课，哪天返校，实际上都属于一个预测预期。具体的返课时间都要等教育局这最后这1轮的检测结果才能通知到大家，而且所有教职员工都排队去做核酸检测，这个也是需要时间的，所以这就是为什么我们不能告诉大家什么时候开学，因为国教也不可能说话说了，因为说了不是我们说了算。I'm talking about the staff need to do the test.
And also, we've already addressed about attendance multiple times in the last hour. So please don't send us more emails about whether I need to attend or not attend. We've addressed that multiple times. If there is a question you feel has not been answered, which is academic, then you can ask Julian or Martin. If there is a pastoral question that you feel has not been addressed, you can ask Julian or myself.
那么这刚刚也强调了很多是一个考勤的问题，就像最后评测啊，还有以后那个 Life Skill Program 的一个考勤的问题，校方已经多次的回答说，并不会因为你们的缺席而去惩罚，做相应的惩罚的一些工作。那么大家如果有学术性的一些问题的话，你们可以找 Julian 或者是 Martin 来进行询问。那关于我 pastoral 方面的话呢，是可以找到 Julian 或者是 Lisa 这边进行咨询。
Okay, I would like to draw this to a close. We are looking forward to getting back to normal lessons. We're looking forward to welcoming you all back to campus. You know, we just as much as you want to come back in, so we're looking forward to that. We hope it is as soon as we can do that. So on that, I would like to thank all of you for attending this meeting. I hope we've answered at least some of your questions. Do feel free to email if you have further questions. Thank you very much, everyone.
我们校方跟学生还有家长一样，期待可以尽快的开学复课，然后也希望尽快能见到学生们。那么很感谢大家来参加这次的会议，然后我相信也回答了一些问题。那么如果还有一些问题还没有解决的话，也欢迎大家用邮件的方式来向我们提问。然后最后也感谢大家参与，谢谢。
Bye.